absolute chaos brewing at Ibrox. Keith Jackson has just dropped a bombshell that sent ripples right through Glasgow. Conor Coady, a 10-cap England international, could be swapping the championship for Govan in a shock defensive shake-up. Russell Martin stuck with Cyril Dessers after major Rangers transfer twist. And Lawrence Shankland, after years of transfer sagas, finally makes a move that's got every Rangers supporter talking with that Instagram hint. Strap yourself in, because this one's packed with transfer drama, boardroom decisions, and big names linked with Ibrox. Fresh reports from Sky Sports are claiming that Rangers have made an official approach to sign Conor Coady from Leicester City. Yes, that Conor Coady, the 10-time capped England international with Europa League experience under his belt and a reputation as one of the biggest voices in any dressing room he walks into. Now, this isn't just some speculative nonsense. Rangers are said to be very keen on getting this deal done. Leicester, having crashed out of the Premier League and now facing life in the Championship with all the financial drama that comes with it, are apparently willing to let Coady go. The lad's on a wage packet worth £3.9 million a season at the King Power, so you can bet Leicester are eager to trim that off their books. Coady made 26 appearances last season, captained the side 3 times, and still has a reputation for being a proper leader on and off the pitch. Gareth Southgate even called him an infectious personality when he was part of the England setup. At 32 years old, he's got bags of experience, and with Russell Martin having played and managed down south, you just know he'll rate him highly. But here's where the debate really kicks off. Is this the type of signing Rangers need? Some reckon it's a no-brainer. Proven leadership, Premier League pedigree, Europa League know-how, and exactly the kind of organizer that could solidify a backline that's leaked too many silly goals in recent seasons. But others, well, they'll tell you this could be another case of Rangers going after an aging name just for the sake of experience. Questions about his pace, his fitness, and whether he's coming up here just to wind down the clock on his career for a few last big paydays. And then there's the small matter of what this means for players already at Ibrox. Does this signal the end for Robin proper before he's even had a chance to properly settle? Should Rangers really be spending a chunk of the wage budget on a 32-year-old England international with declining minutes, or are we falling into the trap of chasing big names instead of building a young, hungry, long-term defense? I reckon this news alone deserves a like, don't you think? It really helps the channel grow, mate. Keith Jackson has just dropped a bombshell that sent ripples right through Glasgow. Nico Raskin, one of Rangers' most technically gifted midfielders, is now firmly on Aston Villa's radar, and apparently Youri Tielemans is playing the role of transfer agent. According to Jackson, speaking on Hotline Live, Tielemans has been in Unai Emery's ear, singing Raskin's praises and pushing for Villa to make a serious move for the Belgian midfielder. It makes sense, doesn't it? 2 international teammates, one already thriving in the Premier League and the other showing real flashes of quality in the engine room at Ibrox last season. Raskin's numbers from the campaign just gone are not to be sniffed at. 48 appearances, 5 goals and 11 assists, clocking up over 3,800 minutes on the pitch. His energy, bite, and ability to carry the ball through midfield have made him a fan favorite. But let's be brutally honest here. When English Premier League money comes calling, the alarm bells start ringing. With Andrew Kavanagh and 49ers Enterprises now holding the keys to Ibrox, this could be the first real test of their transfer resolve. Raskin's contract runs until 2027, so the ball is in Rangers' court when it comes to valuation. But history tells us that when big offers arrive from down south, Rangers have often buckled for quick cash. This isn't just about losing a player, though. This is about the message it sends. Selling one of your standout midfielders just as you're supposed to be building a squad to wrestle the title back from Celtic, is hardly going to fill you with optimism, is it? And let's not ignore the domino effect. If Raskin goes, who replaces him? Does this force Connor Barron into the spotlight before he's fully ready? Or is this just another summer where Rangers sell cheap, scramble for a replacement, and leave you wondering what the plan actually is? Should Rangers cash in on Raskin now while his stock is high, or is selling him to an English Premier League side like Aston Villa yet another sign that we're acting like a selling club with no real ambition of stopping Celtic's domestic dominance? Another transfer saga unfolding at Ibrox, and this one's got more twists than a Glasgow tenement stairwell. Cyril Dessers, Rangers number 9, and perhaps one of the most divisive strikers we've seen in years, is on the brink of a move away from Ibrox. Reports coming out suggest that Dessers has already agreed personal terms with AEK Athens over in Greece. Word is he's set to bag a contract worth around £30,000 a week, a tidy sum for a striker who, let's be honest, has spent as much time missing sitters as he has putting the ball in the net. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Rangers want around £5 million for him, which, given we paid £4.5 million just last summer, would actually represent a small profit. But surprise, surprise, the Greeks don't want to cough up. They're pushing for a lower fee, reportedly closer to £4 million. Let's not sugarcoat it. Dessers' numbers are a head-scratcher. 51 goals in 109 appearances sounds respectable, but when you dig deeper and see he missed 60 big chances over 2 seasons, you start to understand why some of you groan every time he lines one up from 6 yards. On the one hand, the big man's physical presence and awkward style has unsettled defenders, but on the other hand, how many times have you buried your head in your hands watching him fluff another golden opportunity in front of goal? Russell Martin now finds himself stuck in the middle. If AEK Athens don't meet the asking price, Rangers could be left with a highly paid, inconsistent backup striker going into the new season, and with young Hamza Gamani waiting in the wings, desperate for more minutes, you've got to wonder if it's time to move on. There's also the Aribo factor to consider. Remember how we managed to cash in big before his value plummeted down south? Could Dessers be the next one we're about to offload just in time before the market turns cold on him? Should Rangers bite the bullet and accept a cut-price deal just to get Dessers off the wage bill? Or should we dig in, demand our £5 million and risk being lumbered with him for another season of missed sitters and frustration at Ibrox? Lawrence Shankland, the name that's hovered around Ibrox like a seagull at George Square for years now. Every transfer window, the link pops up, whispers grow, and then nothing. But now there's another twist in the tale. With his contract at Hearts officially expired, Shankland is finally on the market for free. That's right, no transfer fee required. And while you might think this would be the moment Rangers swoop in at last, there's a snag. West Brom are sniffing about, and there's even talk of interest from the Saudi cash merchants. But here's where it gets interesting. After Rangers unveiled Lyle Cameron in the new home strip on Instagram, guess who was one of the first to hit the like button? Lawrence Shankland himself. Now, you can take that for what you will, but in today's world of cryptic social media hints, that's as good as a smoke signal. Let's not forget the lad's numbers. 68 goals in 137 games for Hearts. That's no fluke. Even in a quieter season where he played deeper, he still chipped in with 9 goals and 11 assists in 43 appearances. And here's the part that leaves you scratching your head. With all the chaos around Cyril Dessers and Rangers' ongoing striker merry-go-round, how on earth have we never got Shankland in the door at Ibrox? A Glasgow-born, proven Premiership goal scorer with a knack for finding the net even when the service isn't perfect. Feels like exactly the profile we've been missing since Alfredo Morelos lost his spark. But let's not ignore the flip side. He's turning 30 this August. Some say his best years are behind him. Others question if he's really the level required for a club chasing league titles and fighting in Europe. So here's the question that'll split opinions right down the middle. Would signing Shankland on a free right now be a smart, overdue piece of business from Rangers? Or would it be a lazy, short-sighted move that smacks of settling for second best yet again? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers. That'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.